What's up guys, it's your boy Rictusempra, also known as Rictusempra, and welcome to another part of my Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets walkthrough series. And last time we were both the Quidditch Cup champion and the Wizard Dueling champion. So yes, we have gained a lot of house points and a lot of reputation, but we're not done yet because, you know, when it comes to all the sporting activities, whatever, then yeah, we're pretty good. But we also have to be an excellent scholar, and for this we have to beat the speedrun times of the spell challenges. So if, again, I've shown you this a couple of times, but again, if you take a look, we're gonna go here to the challenges menu. You can see that today we're gonna tackle all the different spell challenges, the courses. So the first one would be to do the Rictusempra challenge. It's been a while, but there are a couple of things that you have to know about this challenge. Actually, they all count for each of the challenges. And that is that if you've paid attention to when I discovered all the secrets in there, one, I was wasting a lot of time, of course, but two, some of the challenge stars are actually hidden within these secrets. So you really gotta memorize which secrets you do have to unlock again and which ones you don't. Because we have looted the place, you know? So there's nothing else left. We cannot tip any more cauldrons, or we can open some treasure chests. Well, an exception to a couple, I think, but we're not gonna do that because there's only beans in there. And the thing is, to get the targets, you really have to get all the challenge stars, like all of them. There's no way that you can like get the target just by getting 9 out of 10 stars. No, you really have to get them all. And you might think, oh, but the margins, you know, it's a kid's game. It can't be that bad. I'll tell you, it's challenging. You're really getting down to the seconds. The margin for error that you have is very little. And I think the highest that I was actually able to come over the target was like maybe 20 seconds. But I'm talking about seconds here. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna score like 4,500 now in the Rictusempra challenge. No, it's really gonna be down to the wire. So I want to warn you beforehand, my score right now is 3,529, but it could just be that whenever I'm entering the challenge, it could be that the highest score I had at the time would be about 4,000 something. Because yes, it might take multiple attempts. I'm just only gonna show you the attempt that actually works. You know, it actually hits the target. I'm not gonna show you 5 failed attempts and then the 6th one to be the right one, because that'll be just a waste of time. So, you know, without further ado, let's just go and walk to the Rictusempra challenge door. And also keep an eye out on my house points. We got 857. This will change in course time. So yeah, just keep that number in mind. 857. 21 Wiggenweld potions. I'm actually gonna take one right now. So I'm at full health, because if it's a speedrun, this also means that you don't really have time to kill enemies or do some area control. So really, the best way might just be to take some damage. Now, with all that said, hopefully, I will just show you the very first challenge again, the spell challenge.
The Rictusempra challenge.
Yes, the Rictusempra challenge, and hopefully we can get that target. There's also, okay, maybe I'm not completely done with explaining this, but there's maybe one more thing. Cutscenes, do they, the question that I had actually was, it like, if you let the cutscene run, does that also mean that in the background the time is actually ticking down? I do not think that is the case. I might just lose 1 second during every cutscene, which may be annoying, because if I skip the cutscenes then I get into the right flow for a speedrun. But I don't really want to skip the cutscenes because I just know that some of the commentary will go, I will just keep talking as I'm trying to skip the cutscene, and I don't really want to cut that out because then my commentary is all just mangled up, and that's not good. So I'm gonna try to do it without skipping through the cutscenes, and then hopefully I can do it. But who knows? You know, we're just gonna try and see what happens. So yeah, first up, the Rictusempra challenge.
Welcome back, Harry Potter, to my Rictusempra challenge. If you can manage to beat your high score, I will award you more house points. Ready to begin? Good luck! 3, 2, 1, go!
So let's try and do this. It's the first speedrun challenge. No more cutscenes about how to push a fire crab into a plate. You should know by now. So then, yeah. So that's the first star already. second fire crab. Little tip, stand here, it'll go up, you bump your head against the ceiling, but it's okay. So then we can do this. So now we're in this area, ignore the fire crabs. Don't do anything with them. Instead, push the snails into the plate as fast as you can, because then you get another cutscene and then you can actually access the second star. But I guess if you watched the first run of this, you should have known this by now. But hey, whatever. So then another important thing is the third star, which you actually need to collect in order to actually progress. So yeah, it's quite nice that you have to do this. Alrighty, so I know cutscenes, it's a bit annoying. I wish I could skip these cutscenes, but I've explained before, it'll just ruin my editing process. And I don't really want to do that. Now, I'm not really paying too much attention to the time, because I know the more I look at it, the more stressed I become, and that's not really good. But so far, the first score that we had was 3,529. That was with me talking an awful lot. Also, beans. Randomly beans. I'm just gonna ignore everything I have here. Troll. I don't really care about the troll. Saving. I don't care about saving because saving takes too much time. Now we're up to the child endangerment parts. Oh no! So you know the deal. You just have to push them into the little pits so that you can continue on your safe journeys. And that should be star number 4, if I'm correct. And there we go, snails falling from the ceiling. I do not care because I'm on a mission to get as many house points as possible because I want to do this. Now this is an interesting area. We actually have to be here to actually get one more secret. Well, the secret we've already discovered, but we have to redo it. It has to do with the Lumo Statue, which is behind that portrait door over there. And we can just ignore the fire crab for what it is. So we do this, activate Lumos, which is actually quite tricky to activate. And we're just gonna ignore the fire spurting fire crab. We have 5 out of 10 stars already. There's the 6th star. I'm talking a bit too fast, I know, because hey, speedrun, man, you gotta be hyped. You gotta be fast with everything. So here you go, 6 out of 10 stars. I mean, already, it's just insane. But now we're coming up to, I think, the puzzle part, if you remember, with the faces. And we also have to do this one annoyingly because there is a star hidden with the 2 pressure plates. So now we have to do the top. This will open the door. Just press the plate, return. Will be a cutscene, and then of course we have to do it with the left door, and then we can actually collect the star, and then everything will be fine and randy dandy. So only the middle one has to be fixed. And one more. You might be thinking you have to activate those spells super duper fast, but the real part is actually you have to make sure that your spells actually hit the target. Also, I seem to have a bit of a lag spike. Let's get the star. I know I had a bit of a jump cut right there because I had a major lag spike, and like I said, it's not the first time I had a major lag spike. It happened quite often, so I have to do jump cuts. I'm sorry guys, but I have to, because otherwise I'll never be able to finish this and put it on YouTube. It's just impossible. I have to do jump cuts. I'm sorry. Alright, let's not save in here. Barely dodged that. I got the stars though, so that's pretty good. And now we have to do the next one, which is the... oh yeah. The one where I question, should you really do this? The pit. We all know this. So let's continue. Actually, I lost time there. You see that? I was on 91 and then I was on 88. So that's why I prefer to skip cutscenes, because I truly believe that I save time by skipping them. But like I said, it would be nice to actually be able to actually hit the target without actually, you know, skipping the cutscenes, because then at least I know I can do it. And it's proven to do it. Now we have to push this one into the plates. It's necessary, because otherwise we cannot advance. Alrighty, so the bridge will lower. Now you might think, okay, so this does activate with the cutscene, because last time I skipped it and I had to wait for the doors to actually open, because apparently I just said that I don't want to see the cutscene, but the bridge still had to lower and the doors still had to be open, so I thought I was stuck, but I wasn't. So that's star number 8. Now star number 9 is relatively easy. You just have to put 2 fire crabs into their pits again, because you can see here's a star again, but you're trapped. It's child endangerment part 2 pretty much, and you see that crab still falling from a really weird position. And I actually think if you skip this cutscene, it's actually to your benefits, because then they will be very closer to the pits, saving you a couple of seconds. Whereas now, I still have to do Flipendo 2 or 3 times, and it's really annoying. But whatever. But I'm doing pretty good. Shit, I'm the wrong way. And this is the part that really gets me nervous. Actually, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm sorry. Now, this is important, because I see from here I only have about literally 40 seconds to do this. It's actually impossible for me to do this in 40 seconds. So I'm gonna go to the pits and open this up, because this will allow me to actually get my last star. I have to go all the way up though. And now I actually have 25 seconds to reach the top, which is just impossible. Because I still have to put the fire crabs down and everything. So let's try to do this anyway. Actually, my bad. It seems that I have 40 seconds instead of 20. Because the target is 4,130. Now for this I have a really cool tip. You can skip the first 3. You can just jump over them and don't worry about the timing. Really. The last 2 though is really where you have to pay attention. So now I have about 20 seconds left. So I'll take my time. And I'll go there and boom.
Congratulations, Harry Potter! You have mastered the Rictusempra Spell Challenge! 50 points to Gryffindor. You are welcome to continue playing this challenge, but you will be awarded no more house points.